I'm Andrew, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Swan's Neck. I'd be grateful if you hit the like button, it's down there, or better still, subscribe to get notifications of when a new video comes out. Now, where were we? Oh yes. For those of you who have never been through the Standedge Tunnel, and yes, it's pronounced Standedge and not Standedge, you might think, like me, that the tunnel is perfectly straight and brick-lined, with plenty of room at the edges, rather like here. It's not. Both ends of the tunnel are brick-lined and straight, but the majority of it has been blasted with dynamite through sandstone and millstone grit and hewn with picks and shovels, so it's very rough and exposed and tight at the edges, and low enough in places that I had to duck. You might be wondering at this point why I'm telling you this. Sadly, there was a technical hitch with my new GoPro camera, which was mounted on the front of the boat, and I only ended up getting 7 minutes of footage. So, after all that build-up, I can only apologise most profusely for not providing more enlightening images of my passage through the tunnel. Sadly, there were over 50 recorded deaths during the construction of the tunnel, although the figure is probably an awful lot larger than that, because if someone was mortally injured whilst they were inside the tunnel, if they died within a minute or two of getting outside of the tunnel, this wasn't actually recorded as a tunnel death. So yes, the figure is probably an awful lot higher. There are several ventilation shafts in the tunnel, and passing under them is rather like passing through a waterfall, which is why I had to wear full waterproofs, and also why I wanted to use a waterproof GoPro camera rather than the camera I normally use for filming. There are also 4 adits, which are side passages which connect all the tunnels together, and we had to stop off at all of these so that the chaperone could then phone into control to say that all was well. Well, here I am in the wonderfully named Diggle on the other side of the Pennines. And what a remarkable experience that was going through that tunnel. That was just, wow, it was mind-boggling. Yeah, it was really, really difficult, much more difficult than I anticipated, and many thanks to the CRT chaperone who had to come through the tunnel with me, for his support and patience, really, with my bad helmsmanship. Yeah, it was incredible experience. Would I want to repeat that experience? Yes, probably I would. Yeah, it was. But the concentration levels you've got to have going through there are incredible, really intense, and I ended up with, well, I got quite a bad headache, even by halfway through, really, and I really wish I'd been able to be a passenger in a way, going through it, because there were just so many interesting things about it, but I was concentrating so hard on trying not to bash into the sides of the tunnel that I couldn't really take much of it in, which is a real shame. But bizarrely, the tunnel is egg-shaped, like an upside-down egg. I just found that quite a strange kind of fact somehow. But yeah, I'm really pleased to have done it anyway. Good.
When I turned up in Diggle last Wednesday, I was only planning on staying a day, just to recuperate from the day before, but fortunately the Diggle's Blues Festival started the very next day. A 4-day free festival. Can't be bad.
There's traditional blues, and drag time, and of course some great blues rock. Nice. So boaters, get yourself to the Diggle Blues Festival next year. Great.
Nobody seems to love me.
I'm really pleased I came across the Diggle Blues Festival. What a great little place, with all the venues within easy reach of the canal. And a big thank you to David and the rest of the organisation committee. Great job, well done. The festival will probably be in June next year, but check out their website in January for the dates. I hope to see you there next year.
Now this is the Diggle Chippy, which is, quite honestly, absolutely fantastic. Great fish and chips, and really friendly service. I recommend it.
We drew back the curtains this morning, and here was someone else after a tasty meal.
Oh yes, one of those will do very nicely for breakfast, thank you very much. Oh, here we go. Maybe stalking is the way to do it. Can they still see me? If I turn away, they won't see me. Gotcha! No, maybe not.
If you like me, and you like a good country walk, there's some outstanding scenery and fantastic walks a mere stone's throw from the Top Lock mooring site. I left Diggle on the Monday morning and moored up after 9 locks to top up the water tank and have some lunch. And then my leg, the one I'd injured 9 days previously whilst entering Huddersfield, became incredibly painful. I thought I'd rest up for the rest of the day and see how it was in the morning. But during the night I had a really intense fever. So the next morning I literally hopped on a bus to the A&E department at Ashton-under-Lyne. There they did an x-ray and I was cheerily told that my legs were beautiful and go home and take some paracetamol. And here I am still, 6 days later. My leg only marginally better and frustrated, frankly, at my lack of progress. This morning, my leg started oozing huge amounts of pus and it appears I've had an abscess, a very large abscess, on my leg. So, on that cheery note, I'll say goodbye and look forward to getting back onto the Placid Ribbon. Yes, I plagiarised that bit. And making more video blogs very soon. So, bye for now.